Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Boozy Botanical Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Angelique.
And I'm Holly.
And we are your Boozy Tuesday babies of the week.
Yes!
I don't know.
Boozy
I don't know what that
Tuesday
means.
babies. That's really cute.
I know, it's actually really cute. I started, I don't know when it clicked, but one day a few weeks ago, I was doing one of the copies, I think for like episode 17, and I was like, Boozy Tuesdays.
Boozy Tuesdays.
I was like, that's cute.
Boozy
And
Tues.
sometimes- Boozy Tues.
That's cute.
It's so cute.
That's really cute.
I like calling I don't know if we have any fans, but anyone who listens, I like to call them boozy babies. And so it's like it's just, isn't that cute?
That's really cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's so cute.
We have no fandom, but we have a name ready if anyone's
anyone
interested.
wants to be our boozy babies, we're taking
Yes.
we're taking not even applications, we just want you.
Submissions, go for it. Yes. Instant hire.
Yes.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
Holly, what are you drinking today?
So today I had to go easy. Last week I had a really fun cocktail, but I am just drinking. I wonder if you can see my koozie. Okay. It's a Truly, but they came out with a fruit punch line. So
I've never seen that can.
yeah, it's their fruit
Sprite
punch version. Kind of like, remember how they had like a lemonade, which is still my favorite, but this is like a citrus flavor. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't love it, but it was easy and it was in the fridge. You know, it still gets the job done.
It does what it isn't, what's intended, what it needs to do.
What are you drinking?
Well, as promised, I made a vow to be more creative with my drinks.
Okay. You're making up for me this week.
Yes. I don't know if I succeeded or not. I was like, okay, what do I got? I hadn't gone to the store yet, and I was like, let's see. I grabbed some Bombay Sapphire gin.
Oh,
I grabbed some orange juice, and I was like, this will be good, gin and juice, but it just looks like orange juice. So I cut a piece of watermelon as a garnish, and it's way too big.
That's a very large garnish.
And I didn't know if I should take off the green skin, and so it's bigger than the cup. It's
super cute,
So-
so that's okay.
yeah. I was like, I don't know if watermelon and orange juice and gin go together, but it's the only
do
thing I
today.
have right now. It's either this or an apple slice. So I went with the watermelon.
Hey, you know what? We do what we can around here. We don't judge.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know, watermelon's absorbent, so it falls in, it'll become boozy as well. So.
Oh my gosh, yes. Dude, have you ever put tahini? I almost said that like a weird.
Yes, I love
Tahini
tahini.
on watermelon.
Yes.
So damn good.
Didn't we have this talk? Yes. Oh my God. When you were driving through Tucson to get to Florida, I told you if you had a chance to go to a bar called Shay's Lounge,
Yes.
it
I
has
remember.
one of my favorite drinks ever. It's a watermelon. It's called the watermelon drink. It's watermelon tequila, and it's like watermelon pink, like that soft pink.
Got it.
That's kind of reddish, and then it's rimmed with tahini.
Stop it.
One of the best drinks I've ever had in my life, and I'm not really a tequila fan, but I love that drink.
See, I am a tequila girl, so that would be like my jam.
It's so good.
Oh my God.
I haven't eaten. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it reminds me of a place in Phoenix called Joyride Tacos. And Stephanie, if you're listening, you know, girl, you know, we used to go there all the time and they used to have a watermelon margarita, and it was garnished with a much smaller watermelon, but it was garnished with watermelon. So good, dude. But then for whatever reason, they stopped making it. So it's just really sad. And I still haven't found a place with as good of a watermelon margarita. So send me a DM if you guys have any suggestions.
Recipes.
Anywhere in the country, it doesn't matter. I'll travel.
Holly's like, I'm going to Maine. I'm gonna go try this drink. That'll be your
Maine-
YouTube channel. Holly search for the watermelon margarita through all 50 states.
And then it's somewhere random, like North Dakota, like this little dive bar in North Dakota.
It's gonna be like Montana. Yeah.
So not even in the Southwest. It'll be like somewhere least expected.
Right?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay. I'm
you're the
getting off
margarita
track here.
Hey, margarita comes first. I get it.
Yes. Yep.
One of my favorite lines from a song is with Cardi B, and this connects, I promise. So Ed Sheeran's like one of my favorite artists of all time.
Okay.
And a few years, I think in like 2018, I think it was, he released an album called Collaboration Project number 6, because he like does this thing where like he gets like his dream artist that he wants to work with and just does songs with them, and he puts it all into one album.
Oh, how fun.
But like it'll be like one song's Bruno Mars, one song is like 50 Cent, one song is Cardi B. Like, so it's like they're not like everybody's doing all the songs, they each get a song. And he did a collab. The song was called South of the Border. I think it was on the radio for a while with
that song.
Camilla. Yes.
That's a good one.
Such a sexy chorus, I must say.
It
But
is.
Camila Cabello, and then Cardi B does the bridge. And then she's like, you want that little mamacita margarita? I think that Ed got a little jungle fever. And it makes me laugh so much.
I like
But,
that.
but when she says mamacita margarita, I was like, I've never heard Latinas referred to as margaritas before.
Right? I mean, I guess it makes sense if there's tequila. And
I loved it.
That's so cute. Dude, that's a good song. It really didn't get as much airtime or the recognition that I felt it should have.
I was surprised. And you know what's funny? I listened to that album a lot, but I kind of always skipped over that song. I don't know if it was because I thought like, oh, it's just a mainstream one, whatever. But like,
Right.
I hadn't focused on it. And then a few weeks ago, I put it on again because I just love him. And I was like, oh my God, this song's amazing. It's really good.
I like it. It's really good.
Oh, he's
It's so funny
amazing.
though, dude, because Tyson, you know, I hope this doesn't offend you. He hates Ed Sheeran.
Oh my God.
I know. I always just felt neutral about him. Like, I liked his music. I'm like, okay, cool. And Tyson's like, he's the ugliest guy with the stupidest songs. I'm like, babe, that's mean, first of all. Second, I mean, yeah, it's a little dorky, but like, that's what's kind of charming about it.
He's dorky, and let's pay attention.
But he's
Tyson
British,
did not
right?
say he. Yes, Tyson did not say he had a bad voice, and that's what matters. He has like everything else aside. I just think he has such an impressive, gorgeous voice.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, you
I
have a soft spot for British lads.
yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Hello, Dom.
Hi, Dom. We love you.
Hi, and anything British, I'm like, for me.
Anytime Dom wants to sing for Angelique, she will listen.
I'm ready. Anybody? Oh my God, there was a guy when I studied abroad in London. I never did anything about it, and it's my biggest regret. But one of my flatmates, he was Spanish and English, and he spoke Spanish with an English accent.
So not sexy at all, I'm guessing.
No, super sexy.
No,
Like,
I know.
you were sarcasm. See, I can't even think straight when I'm thinking about this. I'm like, what? Like, it was like a Spanish accent with a little British kick, like a little British pizzazz. And I was like, can you stop seducing me, please? And he's like, I'm about to go take a piss. I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, shh. Literally, like,
one more time.
the girls, like, literally, we were all like, how does he exist? Because he was a soccer player.
Ooh.
He was studying education, and after school went to go work with the children.
Oh my God.
He was like, would play the guitar randomly in the kitchen. And then like one day I step outside, he's like, I don't know how he was doing this on campus, but like he just has sticks with fire at the end, just flipping them in the air shirtless.
Multi-talented.
I was like, I don't know who you are, but okay.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny.
I never had a chance. That's all I'm saying. With the Brits, I never had a chance.
You know
but,
what also? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, please go ahead.
It just reminded me, it's like, speaking of accents and stuff, have you ever like heard non-Americans do an American accent? It's really funny.
When I was in London, I decided I was going to be a famous YouTuber. Did not go far. If you guys want to try to find my channel, you'll see this. I don't think I took it down. My friend Sean, she was another one of our flatmates. There were like 18 of us that all lived together. She and I spent like 4 hours in the kitchen once, and we did a teaching a British person American, and then we did another video teaching American person teaching a British person. Whatever, the opposite is what I'm trying to say. So like she would give me things to say in an English accent, and I would have to try to mimic her. Like she was teaching me Cockney like slang and stuff, and then I would have to try to get her to say things with American accents, and it was so funny.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh my God, she'd be like, her mouth would get really big. She's like, "Hi guys," like trying to make fun of Americans. I'm like, we don't open our mouths that big. I don't think.
I know. I'm trying to think of like how they make fun of us. It's like, hi, I'm from America. Like,
from America. I like soda and McDonald's. It's like stuff like that.
Hot dogs and baseball.
Fireworks, 4th of July.
Football,
like,
not soccer, football.
Football. Yeah, they always try to do like a southern accent. I'm from America. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
It's really funny. I did see a TikTok where this girl, I want to say she was in England or somewhere, and she went to an American themed party. And it was just like people with like flannels, like very country. I forgot like what they were drinking, the most ridiculous.
I'm offended.
Like, basically, we just looked crazy. But she goes, it was so accurate.
Accurate?
Like, I don't know. That's what she said. I think she was being funny, but like,
oh my God, that's
yeah,
blah.
Yeah.
That is so funny. I'm trying to think because at the school I went to, Roehampton, there was like a club on campus. So every Friday we had bop and like alcohol, everything. Like it was sex in the bathrooms, everything. It was crazy. And like they would have themes. And I'm trying to wonder if they did an American theme ever. If they did, I didn't go. But like it would get crazy. Like,
that is really funny. Oh boy.
Yeah. So yeah, soft spot for Ed Sheeran.
Yes,
listen,
yes.
I've been a fan of him since I was like 17, probably like 10 years now.
Wait, how long
and like
has he
that
been
was
out?
That was very early on. Like he wasn't really big in the US.
Really
like
okay.
Like so it's so funny. I actually discovered his name because I was using Twitter a lot when I was like a senior in high school. Cool. That I had never gone through a boy band phase ever. Like
Really?
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, I missed it all.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Not having American born parents and not having cable, I missed out on a lot. So I watched Arthur until I was 12. So
hey, Arthur was the shit back then. It's okay.
Arthur's a good show. I am
it is a good
obsessed with
show.
Arthur. But anyway, so I was on Twitter. Oh, sorry, boy band. This connects. So
Yes.
One day I'm just sitting, at home, probably like, I don't know, playing my PlayStation 2, minding my own business. And like all of a sudden they approached me, this thing, and it was One Direction. And I never looked back.
Girl, yeah.
Did you go through a phase too?
Okay. I went through a phase of loving One Direction, but I was like in college. So it was like funny that I loved them so much. But
That's
it
what
wasn't like
Yes. You know what? It was like, okay, correction. I was pretty much in the same boat as you. I think it was like April of senior year. Like I graduated in May. And so my obsession was mainly starting freshman year of college. And you were probably like a sophomore.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Because I remember I was like working at Trader Joe's at the time, and somebody bought me a One Direction sticker, so I put it on my locker, and then people drew like mustaches on it. It was just really
mean.
I know, but it was just like a running joke, like, why does Holly love One Direction? That's dumb. But I'm like,
because they're gorgeous and they actually have really good voices.
I know. Well, their songs are like, their songs slap. Like they're
do
really
slap.
good. Like I really like them. So whatever.
Yes, which is crazy. One Direction's been around over 10 years too. Then when you think about it, isn't that insane? I was 17.
So weird.
I turned 27 last week.
Well, it is funny to hear like these Gen Zers on TikTok, like like there was this one video I saw and it was like a One Direction song, a Halsey song. They're like, doesn't this remind you of senior year? And I'm like, how long ago was that? Looking back, it was like 5 years ago. I'm like, I guess for someone who was in high school, that would be such a time that they just remember so much. But I'm like, dude, I was living in LA at the time and I just remember those songs coming out, but it's just so funny. Like, it doesn't feel that long ago to me.
Yeah, for me, when I think of high school songs, it's like Just the Way You Are from Bruno Mars, or like
that was when you were in high school?
I was in high school. I was in college. I think I might have been a senior, and then also one of the very first big Nicki Minaj songs. One starts with Super Bass. Boom, 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 bass. And that was when I was a junior in high school.
I was a freshman in college.
There you go. It's not so bad. But
I don't remember my high school songs. It was just like, I don't know.
There's also like, were you listening to songs that were coming out in the moment or old songs? There's a lot of songs that I listened to in high school that were old. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I always loved. I love boy bands. So obviously, I always listened to like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Britney.
Yes. Oh my God. Give me more. All over high school.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Like I was like a freshman, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But oh yes. Okay. So One Direction fell in love, and like I have to say, Harry Styles is only 4 months older than me, so I felt really connected to him.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's born on February 2nd, 1994. So I think it's I think it's the first. Hold on. I'm sorry, Harry. Hold on. Harry Styles' birthday. But yeah. Oh, the 1st February. My bad. I wanted it to be like I'm the 2nd of June. He's the 2nd of February. That's what I was hoping for. But
that's like me and Tyson. He's the 11th of January. I'm the 11th of August.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had discovered One Direction, and I was using Twitter at the time, and I was a really bored fan one day. So I was like just scrolling through Louis Tomlinson. He's the one that had really straight hair.
Okay.
Just one of the guys. I was scrolling through his Twitter to like, what's the first tweet he ever posted? Something stupid. Like I was just really going through his Twitter like a psychopath. And I see him tweet at Ed Sheeran, and he's like making a joke with his friend. And I was like, oh, who's his friend? So I click and I was like, oh, this is a musician. And then I listened to a song, and like Lego House, I don't think was out yet.
Oh,
or it had just dropped. Like this, like
okay.
he hadn't had like a big, huge world tour or anything yet, as far as I know, and like US tour. And I was like, oh my God. And then Lego House dropped my freshman year, and I already knew who he was, and I was listening to him. Like I was listening to like really old stuff, like stuff I think before before Plus, the album Plus. Sorry, not One. One's not a thing. So, and then I hear on the radio, because I didn't have Spotify or anything yet. I hear on the radio that Ed Sheeran's coming to Tucson. And when someone is still up and coming, this is how you know someone's fame in Arizona. If they're still up and coming, they will hit Tucson. If they're too big, they only go to Phoenix. And I was like, oh my freaking God.
Nice.
Like, he's coming. And so I'm like calling the station nonstop. And
do you get free tickets?
Well, I bought 2 tickets, and I didn't have any friends that liked him. And I had introduced him to one friend, and she'd started listening to him. My friend Andrea, she ended up going with me to the show. Nice. But like he was like just for me. Like no one listened to him at the time.
Yeah.
And then as tickets sold out for the Rialto in downtown in Tucson. And then my friends Autumn and Kateri decided they liked him all of a sudden and they really wanted to go. So I submitted for them like every day and then they won. So
what? Oh my God.
Kateri and Autumn were also submitting, but we were all trying to like, you know, share the wealth sort of thing. So we all were trying to get our names in. Kateri ended up, I guess Kateri won. I don't think I won. Kateri ended up winning. So they got to go to a bar, which is right next to the venue, and have a private, like 18-person private concert before the concert I went to.
How come you,
and
what? Then how come you couldn't go?
I know. Well, the thing is like I bought tickets for the full show. So me and Andrea were going to that. So it was like our friends can't go to the show, but at least they can go to this little pre-show.
Oh, got it. And
then they got to meet him. Can you believe?
Wow.
And then he blew up. And like now he only goes to Phoenix. Dang. So but
that's a good story.
You know, I kind of forgot that we have a plant podcast, but it was just became a music podcast.
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, guys. We'll get to plants eventually, you know.
God.
So, this is a plant podcast after all. So, today we have a plant mommy, and I'm so excited because it is Eula from at Botany Plants Lately. Hey,
Yay!
girl. Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my gosh. If you guys don't already follow Eula, she's so fun. So, as I mentioned, her handle is Botany Plants Lately, like botany, which is so cute. And her and I she's just so sweet. We've like partnered on a giveaway in the past. She's supported the Concrete Botanical shop. She's just so great. And I love her collection. She does such a good job at like pairing plants with like certain pots. She has this really cute Sansevieria corner in her house. So she's just really fun. She also has a YouTube channel. So check out for updates on that. And she's just really sweet. Like if you guys ever have a chance to just like talk to her, she's just so awesome. So definitely give her a follow. And we love you, Eula.
Hello. I just want to say quickly that I love your account. Like I was watching your YouTube channel and then I was also looking at your Instagram and you have this crazy anthurium, the clarinervium. Mm-hmm. It's like one of your most recent posts.
Gorgeous.
Oh my God. And have you seen her Tycon?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It
Gorge.
is insane. Like,
I know.
Oh, amazing.
I know.
So also, if you're in the OC or Bay Area, that seems to be where she's located as well. So
yeah.
Have you done trades with her or anything?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if we've done trades, but we've just been Instagram pals for a while.
Aw, well, I also want to say thank you for all your support. She's always good about like sharing stuff and like saying hello, throwing a comment in. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Aww. So thank you, Eula. You guys make sure to go give her a follow at Botany Plants Lately.
Yes, and it's like that on YouTube as well.
Perfect.
Yay!
Ew.
Well, Holly.
Yes.
It's been a few minutes that you've lived in Florida now.
It has. I think so. Right now, as we're recording, it's been like 2 months since
Oh my god!
since we've lived here, which is so crazy.
It went by so fast.
It really did. It's going by fast. So
we were talking privately, and I had seen that you were started gardening outside with like house plants, like traditionally house plants for LA, and like just like doing new things and like really setting up your house with decor and stuff. So we were thinking it might be nice to just let the listeners have an update of how things are going and what it's been like for you, kind of mixing up how you plant things.
Okay, yes. Well, I'm excited to share because there has been some fun planty projects going on. Some things I'm learning, some things I'm still learning. So one of the main things I've been working on is some outside planting. Like our front house needed a little curb appeal and it's looking really good now. First of all, we painted the house. We painted the shutters black. We got some new address numbers that look super modern. So that's cool. But we were like, man, we just still need a little bit more curb appeal. And Tyson had the idea of planting a bunch of plants along like our walkway. So that's what we did. We went to Lowe's and we kind of got like a bunch of pairs. So we did get,
cool.
I know, I had already purchased a burgundy rubber tree that I knew I wanted to plant in the ground somewhere because I have seen a lot of homes with super large like trees, you know? So I'm like, okay, well, I know I want that. Then we got 2 umbrella plants or scheffleras, like the variegated kind.
Yeah.
And those are very common out here for landscaping plants. So that's kind of
Really?
cool. They are, yeah. You see them like at the bank, at the Publix, like they're everywhere.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So it's really cute. They're kind of grown as like shrubs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then we got some hibiscus, which I wasn't too familiar with them, but if you guys didn't know, they're kind of like that very classic Hawaiian looking plant. Not the ones that they make leis out of, but just like a very tropical, Hawaiian plant.
That's really cool.
They're really pretty. And then some kind of like grassy plant. And please forgive me, I don't know like the botanical names of a lot of the outdoor plants because I am a houseplant lover, but you guys have seen it. It's like this modern grassy type of plant.
We'll figure it out.
Yes. Now the plants that I've planted that are house plants that you guys will definitely know are a banana tree. And it's the kind that has like the red speckles on the leaves, and it's a really cute.
Yes.
Apparently those need full sun, and one thing I'm noticing is in Florida, the sun is like insane here. Like so intense. I mean, there's no pollution. It rains all the time. So everything is it's just a lot of sun. But that one needs full sun, and we don't have a lot of shade in our front yard or in our backyard really. So I knew that like I wanted to get one of those because it'll thrive. So I got that. I planted a monstera in the backyard. And then I also planted some caladiums along the side of our house. I did. So we have like woods.
Fun.
Yeah, it's like the woods on the side. And so along the wood line where it'll get shade, I planted a caladium Miss Muffet. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. And then there's another one that's like pink and green. So they're both really, really cute. There was also some just like wild growing alocasias that I also kind of moved closer to our house as well. And it's just like really, really cute. So yeah, those are the ones that I think you guys would recognize right away. I also planted little flowers just to brighten up the space and just add some cutesiness. Funny enough, I was doing a little update on my Instagram, and I have like this cactus that I had in LA, and it never really did much. But dude, believe it or not, here it started growing like a couple inches.
Is it called a totem pole?
Yes. I know it's not the PC word, but yes.
God, sorry.
No. You're fine. I forget.
Yeah,
I forget
but
the
yes,
name, but if you ask your grandparents, it's a totem pole cactus.
Right, but we canceled. Yes, my bad. You know,
no.
You guys, every episode, I'm gonna get canceled. I told you. Okay, I'm just trying to keep my brand going. It's called a oh God, it was Jerry. We're here. Because it's not the booby cactus, but I always look at it and I'm like, wait, it's kind of like a flat booby cactus.
Booby cactus. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. If I find the name, I'll tell you.
And it doesn't have any spines. I love this cactus.
Yes, it's a safe one.
Yes. But I really, really like it. I have it like near the front door, like the front of our house. And it's really cute. It's doing well. I was a little worried because it rains quite often here. So I was like, I don't know. But it's doing really good. So.
Oh, good. It had a little new growth at the top. That was really cute. Yeah. And by the way, I got you the not canceled name. Oh, good. I might mispronounce it, but it's the Pachysarius.
Okay.
Shoddy monstrosus.
I believe you.
I can see why there's a generic name, if I'm being honest. It's like more letters than the alphabet, I think. One would argue.
Dude, what is it with cacti having like fucking sentences for names? You know what I mean? So long and confusing.
I'm like, are there really that many, guys? Like,
yeah,
come on.
Simplify the name a little bit here.
I would be such a
so we don't have to call it what it's called.
I would be such a bad scientist because if it were me, I'm like, okay, I'm discovering cacti for the first time. No one else has discovered them. And I'm going to be like, all right, there's 26 letters in the American alphabet. This one's going to be called the angel cactus.
Right.
This one's going to be called the bear cactus. This one's going to be called
The old man cactus.
Yes, it's just going to, and then after 26, there's no more. That's it. That's all there is.
Yes. I guess some botanists or horticulturists, whatever, they kind of have simplified even like the Latin names. Like I guess the Pilea peperomoides, like peperomoides means similar to peperomia, apparently.
So that makes
they're
a lot
like,
of
you
sense.
know what? It's similar to a peperomia. This is what it is.
That's really cool though. I had no idea.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick
awesome.
Pileggi. He's the one who told that on his YouTube channel. So I believe it was him. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Is that the only cactus you have outside currently?
I think, well, you know what? Remember the little white one that you got me in Tucson with the
pink flower, the pink
flowers,
yellow
it starts with
flowers.
an
Yes.
M. I forget the name of it, but I do have that one
it somewhere.
Yeah, I do have that one outside too.
Oh, good. Has it flowered this spring?
No, you know what's funny? When we were moving, it kind of got a little smashed and got toppled over.
Yeah.
So I did end up putting it into its neighbors with a pot, or roommates, I should say, with an epiphyllum plant. So it's in the same pot, and it's much better now. Like I can see it's putting down stronger roots. It's much more firm. But speaking of that, we added our succulent wall back up. It's not as large as it was, but it's looking really cute. So I'm going to have to actually get more succulents because they didn't all make it, you know what I mean? Which is fine. It's fine.
In the box that you threw them in, just on their own to fend for themselves for 3 days.
Dude, it was more than 3 days.
But they're hardy. They're hardy though.
They were they were just like in a bin for so long outside. I took the lid off, but then it was raining so much, so the water would fill up and I would drain the water. But at a certain point, dude, there were tadpoles growing in the water. I was like,
do you have frogs now?
There are frogs. Like we have
they
we
might
have
be from
frogs.
your succulents.
Isn't that insane though? I'm just like,
you had a terrarium all of a sudden in a cardboard box.
But it's actually really bad because mosquitoes are pretty bad out here, so you're really not supposed to leave any like water out.
Like you really can't be collecting rainwater. Like you can get in trouble.
I don't know if you can get in trouble, but I think you would need some sort of proper system to seal off the water because literally mosquitoes can live in like a puddle, you know, like it's like pretty bad.
Oh my God.
I know.
I can never visit you.
Why?
Holly, mosquitoes are obsessed with me. I've never felt sexier than when a mosquito's in the room, okay? They are all over me. They get anywhere into my clothes. I've had them on my butt before. Like,
yeah, I feel you.
Holly, have you seen the picture of me in Thailand?
You showed it to me.
Yeah. My nude from Thailand covered in boils.
Boils. Okay, well just come visit me in the winter. But honestly, where I'm at, the mosquitoes aren't that bad. Like,
okay, good. Okay, I'm just gonna.
We spray. We
bring
have
all the bug spray. Oh God,
we have like
I'm gonna
these
smell
really
so disgusting.
We have these interesting contraptions that like it's like a machine and it keeps the mosquitoes away. You just put them by your ankles or by your feet and it keeps them away. It's pretty cool.
Like if you're sitting outside.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. I was like, do they attach to your ankles? I'd like that.
No, they don't attach. It kind of looks like an old school walkie, like a walkie-talkie, and it just
yeah.
So there are ways around it. You can still see me.
Okay, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna go to my childhood home.
I need you to come visit me.
Yeah, I will. I promise. I will. I'll brave the Florida streets for you.
Yes.
My parents used to have. Do you remember like? I think it's in A Bug's Life. It's in A Bug's Life, the big purpley light thing with mesh around it. Yes. I had one growing up, and it was a big part of my childhood mosquitoes are so big in Arizona too. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Are those things canceled? I don't see them anymore. But like,
I don't know.
I thought that thing was the coolest thing. And then we went to Jerry's and he had like a
he had
tennis racket.
A tennis racket.
You guys,
That
has
was
anyone?
crazy.
Oh, say that again.
I said that was crazy.
Yeah, it was. Oh, all good. Yeah, it was literally insane, guys. So Jerry had a tennis racket with electricity in it.
Yes.
And would just like swat it in front of him as he's walking in his
And
garden.
you hear it's like
you would hear.
it's like electrocuting them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Insane.
It was
Yeah.
insane. Wow.
Super crazy.
I will come. I promise.
Okay. And then here's another update that I need to tell you guys about gardening in Florida. So
Yes.
I was told from my family, so we already kind of knew, there are these things, they're essentially grasshoppers, but they call them Lubbers out here. And every May, they pop up from the ground because they lay their eggs in the grass and they pop up as like kind of relatively small black looking grasshoppers, right? So they're black and yellow. But dude, they eat plants. Like it's so bad. So what they do is you try to kill them when they're little because they grow to be like that big and they turn yellow and red. Like here, I gotta show you
to red.
because as the mature form of these grasshoppers, they're so.
And
I gotta
feel so
show you a
bad
picture.
Killing bugs.
Yeah, but they eat plants.
Oh my god! I know. I killed a black widow the other day, and it was hard.
Do you see this? Do you see?
Ugh!
Yeah.
It looks like a Pixar character.
It reminded me from A Bug's Life, literally.
Yeah, of Hopper.
And they're bad, so don't feel bad. But you know what?
They can be like 6 inches long.
Yeah, longer, I think.
Ew! Imagine hearing the crunch.
That's why you kill them when they're babies.
Ew.
Dude, they ate up almost half of my caladiums. They eat my succulents. They eat all the landscaping. So they're a pest. They're very bad.
Can you
so
put up traps? Like, can you like kill? Is there a way to is there preventative measures you can take?
Not really. So I'm a part of a Facebook group called Florida Plants and Succulents or something. And everyone in there, they're like, yeah, you just gotta kill them. But what my friend Jen does, she is so brave. She collects them and puts them into
in their egg
a Ziploc
form?
bag. No, just like as like babies or whatever. She puts them in a Ziploc bag and she puts them in the freezer and they just go to sleep. So it's a little more humane way of dealing with it.
That's what people do, like when you have a pet lizard and stuff. You can like put the animals in the fridge or the freezer.
What?
Like
With a pet lizard?
like crickets and things. Maybe not lizards, but like there's certain
that
like
makes sense. Yeah.
Where you can like let them go that way if they don't need live food. You know what I mean?
That reminds me, my friend Dakota, she used to have like frozen rats that she would feed her snakes.
Next to her ice cream?
No, I don't know where she would have them, but anyways, all that to say, if you live in Florida, you probably know what Lubbers are. They're fucking terrifying, scary, and I've seen a couple big ones already, and we have gotten rid of so many. I hope nobody cancels me for killing bugs, but dude, they freaking eat plants. They're not good.
They're not on brand, guys. Mm-mm.
So don't hate me for killing bugs, okay? I'm sorry, but I don't want to be killing 16 inches of grasshopper when they're bigger. Yeah. So we just get them when they're small. But
I wonder do you think there's anyone who eats them? They can like put them on a skewer and like kebab them?
Funny enough, so you know how we have the pond in the back of the property? They raise catfish and other kind of fish, so they'll feed them to the fish.
No.
When they're frozen. God. I know.
Do the fish like frozen? Maybe they do.
I don't know.
Shocking.
That's
to
what
a fish.
No,
to have like an ice cube.
I think that's what she. No, it's not an. I mean, it's not that frozen. I think that's what she said they do. I could be wrong.
Wow. It's a whole new world on the East Coast. Jesus.
Crazy. Yeah.
That is terrifying.
They're really scary. And now they know me. Like I see one and I go, oh, and it backs up because it's like I've seen what you've done to my family. Like just leave.
How does Stormy react to them?
I don't think she's really noticed them, but we have some neighborhood kitties and they'll kind of like hunt them and like play with them and stuff.
I saw your story of a little like tuxedo kitty, like black with white paws. What's their name? Do you know?
So her name is Cousin Kitty because so I have a tuxedo cat, and then Tyson's aunt and uncle who live next door to us, they have a tuxedo cat. So this is the third tuxedo cat on the property. So she's kind of like a cousin, but she's an outside kitty. So they just call her Cousin Kitty.
But did she just show up, or did they adopt her and bring her there?
She showed up a few years ago, and what happened was, I guess she kept on having kittens, but she's very wild. So she's too, like, they've tried to like let her come in the house, but she's just really scared. But she does a really good job. She keeps other cats away because people out here in the country, it breaks my heart, but they have barn cats that they don't really feed. They just like, oh, you need to catch the rats to keep the pests away, which is like, I don't really agree with. I think if you're gonna have any kind of pets, you need to take care of them. Like, you know, even if it's gonna be a barn. We talked about it
when you were talking about Grayson.
Yes. So even if you're gonna have a barn kitty, you need to take care of it. But what happens is sometimes there's a little too many cats that come by. But Cousin Kitty, she's tough. She's like, this is my hood, my territory. She keeps them away. So Grayson's okay. She lets Grayson. But, and of course she eats bugs, and she's just really fun to have around. Like, when we're working out in the morning, she'll come on the driveway and hang out.
Oh, that's cute.
And then I feed her, and she'll yell at me when she's hungry. She's like, meow.
You hear her from the outside?
Like, I'll come outside and I'll see her, and she's like, meow.
Oh, but she doesn't let you pet her.
She does, though. She lets me pet her. She's so sweet.
Good.
She doesn't like to be picked up, though, because they did have to get her fixed. So I think she's a little traumatized from that. So I have tried to kind of pick her up, and she's like, nope.
And then she's like, bye.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, she's so sweet. She'll like purr and headbutt, and she's really sweet.
Oh, so she's not terrible with cats, like, or with humans. Like, she's not like our neighborhood cat who like you can never touch Blackie. Okay.
Right. Yeah, she's much more like, I guess you could say domesticated, but she's still a wild kitty.
Right, like she wouldn't do well indoors.
I don't think
potentially,
so.
right.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Oh, wow, that's so nice though to have extra cats around.
Yeah, it's really fun. So that's been planting in Florida.
How was, I don't think you mentioned it, but I saw you posted a picture with your dad and you guys planted a monstera in the ground.
Yes.
How's it doing?
It's doing well. Like, thank God we've had more rain, because it's so funny coming from Los Angeles where it rains like not very often, and to here it'll be like 3 days will go by with no rain. We're like, Jesus, where's the rain? You know what I mean?
That's funny. Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I've turned into such a Floridian. But no, it's doing really well. My parents were in town this last week, so I'm like, Dad, help me plant this monstera, which, by the way, I found at Walmart for $11. So I was
so that was a
happy.
New one.
Because I was like,
wow.
All right, if it doesn't do well, it was $11, and so. Yeah, it was really fun to plant, and I have it in a spot in the yard where it probably gets a little too much sun, but it is under a tree, and it's been raining, so I hope that it can acclimate well. We'll see. I'll keep you guys up to date.
I do have one more question. Are you going to try to develop or like build something that'll provide more shade?
I am figuring out,
the tarp things in LA. Did you keep those?
We did. The problem is they're not super big. So even in LA, they provided a decent amount of shade, but really not enough. Like, you know, all my plants out in LA, they got burned like during the heat wave. So
yeah,
what I'm thinking of I might do is get like a greenhouse, but turn it into like a shade house. So there's some that are, the tarp material is a green color, which provides a little bit more shade. So I'm weighing out my options. I'm trying to figure out what the best route to go is. So right now I have like this outdoor bench underneath an orange tree in our backyard. Cute. And those are more of like my house planty things that I want to try to see how they do outside with the humidity and stuff. But yeah, I want to figure something out, because with like interiors in Florida and, you know, just having house plants, you really have to have your AC on a lot, which dries out the air. So I was having issues with humidity before setting up my grow tent again, my Mars Hydro, because I was like, well, maybe I don't need, you know, a humidifier or to set it up because it's freaking Florida, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Right. But no, because we have to really pump the AC, I found it was sitting around 44-50% humidity. So it's not terrible. Like, I'm sure in LA we were probably sitting around maybe 30% humidity. But it's just not quite where I really wanted them. So I went ahead and put my Mars Hydro up again, and I'm really glad I did because my plants just needed an extra rehab from the stress of the move, you know, lost a lot of leaves and a lot of the plants weren't happy. So I'm happy now to report that, like, since setting up the Mars Hydro, my indoor plants are doing well. But I think I am still going to add, some type of humidifier out in the open though, like, at least in my office where I have more plants. So I'll keep you guys updated on IG.